Everyone at the gate thought she was bluffing. But when the scanner beeped twice and the guard's face turned pale, the air itself seemed to hold its breath. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. Captain Emily Hayes hadn't worn her uniform in 6 years. Yet, that morning, under a gray sky that promised rain, she drove back through the military base gates she once called home. Her hands gripped the steering wheel tightly, knuckles white against the leather. In the passenger seat lay a small box, dented, wrapped in faded tape, and inside it, a folded letter she had never opened. She was there to return something that didn't belong to her. The young security guard barely looked up when she rolled down her window. "ID, please," he said. Distracted, his voice casual, until the name on her badge flashed across the screen. He frowned, scanned it again. Then again, the third beep sounded sharper, almost like an alarm. "Nice try, ma'am," he muttered, suspicion curling in his tone. "This ID's been marked inactive since your reported KIA status." Emily's heart stopped, killed in action. They had declared her dead. "I'm not here to cause trouble," she whispered. "Just let Colonel Merrick know Emily Hayes is at the gate." The guard's expression hardened. "Ma'am, step out of the vehicle." The other soldiers straightened. A camera swiveled toward her car. She could feel the weight of rifles not yet raised but ready. The air pressed heavy, thick with disbelief. Then came the voice over the radio, firm, clipped, and stunned. "Escort her to command level, immediately." The convoy that formed around her looked more like an arrest than a welcome. As they drove through the base, she saw faces she used to know, mechanics, medics, junior officers, freezing mid-step, staring after her vehicle like they'd seen a ghost. Inside the command building, memories came in flashes, nights of laughter in the mess hall, names on walls, the echo of the last mission that went wrong. She still remembered the explosion, the flash, the darkness, how she had crawled out of that Afghan valley alone, carried by villagers who didn't speak her language, and how, when she finally made it back, the world had moved on without her. Colonel Merrick stood at the end of the corridor when she stepped out of the escort. His eyes were older, lines deepened with years of command. But when he saw her, truly saw her, his posture broke. The air around them seemed to fracture. "Emily," his voice cracked on her name. She nodded. "Sir, I came to return this." She opened the small box. Inside lay a single dog tag, not hers. It belonged to Private Dylan Marks, the rookie who had saved her life by diving on the radio when the vehicle exploded. Everyone thought both of them had died that night. "I found this near the wreck," she said softly. "He deserved to come home, not me." For a long moment, no one spoke. Soldiers gathered quietly at the hallway corners, whispering her name, like it was a legend come alive. One by one, their eyes softened. Then Merrick stepped forward, took the tag from her hands, and said, "You both came home, Captain, just in different ways." Tears blurred her vision. For years she had lived like a ghost, hiding, moving, surviving. But in that instant, surrounded by those who remembered her not as a casualty, but as a comrade, she felt something return. A pulse. Outside, the flag rippled in the wind, the same flag she had once saluted before disappearing into the desert. And as the sun broke through the clouds, Emily finally smiled. Not because her past was erased, but because it was finally seen. Because courage doesn't end with survival, it begins with coming back. And sometimes the dead don't return to haunt us. They return to remind us what we're still fighting for. If this story moved you, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful, untold stories of courage, redemption, and quiet heroism.